This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of The Bard's Tale Remastered, Resnarkled. In the last episode, we finished doing a good deal of the treasure map dungeons, but today we're going to finish the last one and go into the Greenlands to find the Shadow Axe, or find McGrath, who can show us the Shadow Axe. So let's get started. I already went through the entrance of this a bit just to check something, but hopefully we'll be able to finish this off within a time frame. This dungeon, like many of the others, the last couple we've been fighting, have mainly been undead. I probably should swap out maybe the one of the people for maybe the fire one, so we'll see how it works. But yeah, look, there's. Oops, I gotta stop leaving the map on the main screen so you can actually see what's going on instead of like it being covered up by something. I think there's something in here that must be something extra magic or something like that. Alright, summon you again. Oh yeah, the last dungeon I was in, the one that had like a bunch of the undead and the anti-magic dampeners or whatever. There's no secret door in there. I thought there was. I guess it must be this dungeon or whatever. But yeah, I thought I blocked. Okay, that takes one shot to take him out apparently, or at least that one. But yeah, there was no secret door there, but this dungeon does for sure. Do you actually smell the trap, or? Oh, I guess it's behind the door. That's why you couldn't do anything. Okay, gotcha. So hopefully we'll be able to get decently far in this episode. Yeah, the last episode was pretty dang long. Uh-oh, undead chicken's the worst. Man, if only we had turn undead, that would be the best. But no, we do not have D&D clerics here. Well, depending on the cleric. Not all clerics can turn undead, apparently. Well, I guess it depends on which version of D&D you play. Because depending on the edition, some will have the option to not even have turn undead. Like, they can swap that out for some other random ability. I think that was popular in 3rd edition, I think is what it was. You would have a swap out turn undead. Because not everyone used turn undead, or some campaigns would never feature the undead, so it felt like it was a wasted class feature for some. At least that's how some people felt anyway. Which is true. If you're gonna have a cleric, you probably should throw in, as a DM, you should probably throw in a few undead there just to get have the cleric have at least one time go, oh man, I turned like 100 undead, dude, or something like that. I don't know. Another one down. I mean, they sure gonna do a lot of damage, but they definitely will kick you back if you're not paying attention. Yeah, it should be.
Stop. Trap.
I kind of almost have to shut off all the traps, not for obvious like, oh, OCD or whatever, but no, just so the explorer will actually like try to locate a secret doors or whatever. Otherwise, traps are his top priority, so he'll do that first before anything else. So.
Right over here.
Yeah. Although I don't think the secret doors is here anyway. I just know it's in this place, but it's not. I guess yeah.
A secret door. They just don't make them like.
Well, I guess I guess you can't explore the rest of this dungeon without the secret door, or without the advanced explorer, which you have to get the advanced explorer anyway. When you defeat Lou or Lo or whatever, however you pronounce it, or Robert Loger or something like that. Who's casting that magic? Is it one of the undead creatures? Because you can see like something's like buffing them or something. Oh, it puts you to sleep. Oh, those are sheep. Okay. For a second, I was like, why are they putting me to sleep? Oh, they're undead sheep. Of course, that's why they're putting me to sleep. I get your joke, game. I get it. Count your sheep before they hatch. Just need to summon a wolf to fight them. That's their greatest weakness. Or any herd animal of some sort. Wolf, coyote, hyena. Although, if you're running across hyenas and sheep in the same ecosystem. It's on the weird one.
I'm the best.
They must cast like a buff on them or something like that. Because usually because I don't think I have any abilities that would debuff any of the monsters in here. At least I don't recall. I don't know if he could do that in the original games either. Although this isn't the same. Well, I guess it depends on how you view this story out of the other Bard's Tale. You could say it's the same guy, but in the original stories, I don't think the Bard had a really specific designated personality or anything like that. You know, usually that's how a lot of old adventure games worked. You know, they kind of just made them kind of open. You know, it wasn't until later on until they started giving defined characteristics to certain characters when games could get more complicated, so they could actually do stuff like that. But at the beginning, it was just like, oh, he's a hero, whatever. He does some stuff with some things. All right, what do we get? Haggis?
I smell
Oh,
a
because we're
trap.
fighting sheep. Gotcha. Or undead sheep or something like that.
I guess so.
What's the trap in here then? One of those. Oh, I was thinking it was one of those like
Stop.
crushing doors or whatever you want to call it.
Trap. Careful, that
The other.
is a trap.
Oh, almost went forward. Didn't notice that for a second. Good thing, old man. Oh man,
Careful,
another one?
laddie.
All back to back.
It's a trap.
Nope. They didn't get a lot of use out of the Explorer. No, because it can just stop traps completely. So, well, that's what old men are there for. They're there to stop traps. Nothing else. No. Good
Careful,
Lord.
laddie.
At some point, you can't just keep throwing trap after trap after trap. You know, because it just gets a little obnoxious. You know. Gotta be creative with your traps after a while.
Once
Okay.
again, the bard felt his magical powers dampened by the shimmering lights.
Huh. Apparently, depending on where the summon is and where you're standing, sometimes they can survive the anti-dampening field, which is odd. Oh, it's only chicken, so. All right. Well, I'll just probably just run past all the enemies. Oh, is this room considered a secret room? Because there's no map highlight of whatever. Ow! God, ramming cows, man. They're the dangerous of some species. Hopefully I don't get put to sleep by black pearls, huh? Hopefully I don't get put to sleep by... Although, I mean, they do damage, but they don't do that much damage, so I think I'd be able to survive a... I could have swore this place had like a token in it somewhere. I don't know if we've got the... Ow! Okay, that's the danger I have to worry across. Ow! Oh, God! Cormac's Chalice. I think that's all we need to thing here. I'm gonna summon this just in case. I don't want to do all that work and then die. Well, no one wants to do any work and then die. I think that's it. At least in terms of the major treasures, was the chalice. The chalice with the palace and the dragon with the flagon has the key. I forgot how the poem went. God, it's been forever since I watched that movie. I bet most people don't even recognize that. Yeah, it's an oldie. It's like 1950s or something like that. Anywho, okay, we're done with that. So, okay. So the dungeon is, well, at least as far as I'm aware of anyway. Oh yeah, the dog can. Alright, so what we're going to do now is, one, we're going to check the token, and two...
Heavy
well, let me
gloves
read the
made
token
from the
really
hide
quick
of a
before we do
badger
that.
that imparted
rhythm
some
plus
of
3,
the
so we found the
animal's
max
strength
rhythm.
and ferocity into the
Token.
wearer.
Excellent.
Tragically, they also smell.
So now we
very
can
much
max
like
out
a
our
dead
token to
badger.
get equal
Once
to 20.
belonging to a mighty king, this cup is said to break apart with lies and be mended only by the truth. It seems to have picked up some cracks since coming into the bard's possession.
I think there's a similar chalice in like Arthurian legend or something like that, I believe. I could be wrong though. So now we can
Rhythm allows the bard to
because
play
I think that's supposed to be your
magical
total,
tunes
so I
with
could raise
greater
the rhythm
skill,
up now a few
enhancing the statistics
next level
of
to get it to
summoned
max at
creatures.
20, because we're not going to get any
Rhythm
more
allows
buffs.
the bard
I
to
mean, the only
play
other buff you get
magical
would be
tunes
would be like beer and stuff like that. So, all right, with that out of the way, it's now time to go to the grasslands. Since I already beat the pet on a previous episode, I'm going to come back after the pet has been destroyed, and we're going to search the north grasslands where the scarecrows and the redcaps are fighting each other. So I'll see you then. Okay, we're back. Just took me like like 4 or 5 minutes to get back there. Beat him. Dog got crushed, unfortunately. The dog was actually really helpful too as like a frontline companion because he could, you know, he would like. I mean, yeah, he got knocked out a lot, but one, I lost a talent because of that. And no, you can't like get the dog after coming to this part because if you go back to Houghton, the town is ransacked by the undead. So, oh well. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Like I said, you use a talent on the dog, but then again, I did use it a lot, so it's not like it wasn't useful. It just kind of sucks to have the dog die. So, oh well, it sucks when any animal dies. It's almost like it almost gets to the point where people are afraid to show any animal, you know, dying at all. You know, in these types of stories.
The grass of Greenlands was beautiful. It was.
Oh yeah, I think I showed this before. Okay, yeah, and this place is relegated with like scarecrows and redcaps, which or druids or whatever, and they can fight each other. So you could probably get away of fighting some of these without having to like fight every single nitpicking creature. Yeah, see, or the druids. Maybe it's a different map with the scarecrow versions or whatever. Yeah, I think there's a couple of tree stumps in this place. Although at this point, I don't technically need the money anymore. Now that I've got the 20,000, I can now off-screen do the donate to the Kirks to the priests and get the trophy for that. Because that's well, there are like a couple more. Oh, there's this whole okay. Let me go back through here. Well, all my guys are right. I'm just looking for trees and stuff like that just to make sure. I think I grabbed everything I could. Ow! God, good thing I got the armor I did. Otherwise, this would suck big time. Okay, I'll start fighting these guys here when I get into this next area over here, away from the red caps. Yeah, they definitely do a different interpretation of the red caps. Usually red caps look kind of like gnomish or something like that, you know, small creatures. Instead, they make them be on 4 legs and stuff like that. But since they're fictitious, mythic creatures anyway, I mean, I don't see any reason to not change them up a bit for your story, you know, because like I said, they're not real. I mean, obviously, if you were doing a horse, you'd have to, and you're trying to be realistic, well, then obviously do a horse that's realistic. But if it's like a fantasy game or something like that, then yeah, go ahead and do whatever you need to make the world more entertaining. If your horses don't look like that, then, you know, usually pretty much show that pretty much at the beginning, like how that is. You know, usually if you go into a world and you see that it's fantastic and strange, you can usually just assume at that point that not everything's going to be as it is. But if you're trying to make like a realistic medieval setting, then yeah, obviously you need to stick with that as is. Most of this level's pretty open-ended. Or just an open area, you know. Yeah, more bones. If only I had my dog, he would have dug those bones up for me. I actually don't remember, not that I was super surprised that the dog died, but I don't remember the dog dying originally, so that must have been one of those things I had forgotten about over the course of the game, or maybe it just kind of happened. I was like, oh, more dark humor type of situation, which is probably what it was. It was just like, oh, your dog died. You know, you think the faithful hound is going to survive till the very end. It's like, nope. This game's breaking all the rules. It's disobeying all the rules. Was there a tree or anything over there? Nope. Okay. Yeah, with how open this area would be, you think it would be easy enough to miss out on some treasures or whatever. But, well, I don't think there's any tokens or anything like that in this place. So you could probably skip a lot of this and be fine, other than the experience, of course. What is our level at currently? 15? Okay. Getting pretty close to the max cap, I think. And of course, we've already hit that level where I don't even, like, I can't even figure out which talents I want. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, you probably should use every single weapon at your disposal type of situation, but I guess because of the build, it's not very effective for me to use, like, the bow, or for example, well, I mean, you should still use the bow, but you know what I mean, like, it's not going to be as effective as my melee attack because of the, because I don't have as much dexterity. Although with all the tokens and everything like that, that's evened out, because, well, it could be better, I guess.
The bard soon came upon the tracks of some dread beast. Even as he examined the tracks, a fellow who clearly had a serious problem approached.
Oh, laddie, you borrow your two pounds still I give you. Oh, lad.
Come again?
Well, maybe clearly was the wrong word.
I tell you, better feel but cut your tail, run your ring, but rockin' through.
Tell you what, spit the rocks out your mouth, then we'll talk.
Boy, no knuckly. Oh, what's your gun in your blood, or you tell you fool?
Would it help if I just killed the Knucklevi?
To the course. Now get on your guy, you want to kiss your scum.
I'll take that as a yes.
Alright, it's boss time against the Knucklevi. After this whole time, we're just gonna kind of defeat him, you know? Yeah, it's probably best is because of him being charged and everything. Probably best to just ranged attack him. Yeah, this whole threat, this whole game, you know, and then I mean, I know this game's supposed to be humorous and all this other stuff, but it's kind of funny how it just kind of ends up we just fight him at this point. Oh yeah, he curses us with like he removes our mana regeneration or whatever. So yeah, we can't. As soon as our summons dies, that's it. Yeah, that little like whatever skull thing that's like flying around me. Yeah, that's him casting removing my mana. I mean, I knew you knew we were gonna fight the Knucklevi at some point. I don't know why just fighting him in some random field seems kind of odd. You know what I mean? Like then again, he was made by accident, so by us. So. I find this fight to be easier if you just use the ranged weapon on him. I do actually remember this fight. Not well. Oh, and by the guy who's like having trouble speaking or whatever, he's just speaking Scottish, dude, with a heavy accent. Have you ever heard a Scottish man before, like speaking his pure Scottish dialect? Holy cow! That's what we call like ridiculousness in terms of like understanding what they're saying. Like, what are you talking about, dude? I can't. Are you speaking English? Yeah. Nah, he's almost dead. Yeah, weirdly enough, this boss... I mean, yeah, you're going to lose your summons, but this boss fight ain't that hard.
Oh, ma, holy scallum! It did it all the tir tuspel!
You better be thanking me. I'm betting that you're the man I'm here to see. Are you McRath?
They're waiting there for.
Well, I almost think Dugan is playing some kind of joke on me.
Dugan, say hi, you made me a bad, you was talking. Well, dude, I hear something there.
Oh, bloody hell. Looks like I'm going to have to drag you back to see Dugan. Maybe he speaks whatever it is you're speaking.
With McCrath in tow, and the Knucklevi nothing more than a memory, the bard headed back to Downby, hoping to decipher McCrath's ramblings and move one step closer to earning his reward.
Alright, yep, and we beat the Knucklevi, the thing we activated in like chapter 3 or something like that? Or was it chapter 3? Yeah, it was chapter 3. Activating the Knucklevi, so yeah, I was kind of surprised with how, even the first time I played the game, I think I was surprised with how easy that boss fight is. Obviously, if I was,
The bard knew that he'd better keep his new companion alive, at least long enough to figure out what he was saying.
as far as I know, I could be wrong on this, but I don't think McGrath can actually get killed. I think he's...
Time to get paid!
Let's see what's in here. Nope, just treasure. I think he's immune, like one of the few, if he isn't immune to damage, he has a lot of HP. I know a lot of the other companions can die, but I don't recall, because I think he's important to the plot. I think that's why he's immune, or well, I wouldn't say immune. He still takes damage, but I don't recall him ever getting him killed. So at least when I played this a long time ago, but I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it's possible to get him killed if you just have it on the highest difficulty and all that.
The happenings at the local cemetery told the whole story, and it was not a pretty one. The dead were rising more frequently, and the land was becoming more and more chaotic. Hopefully, McGrath could clear up some of the mystery.
Ah, kid, it was a bad sign that Davy got the razor there, Grey. This smith of a mammy and I was took it up, get it out first there. Oh, just on that one.
I wish I knew what the hell you were saying.
I don't even know what he's saying.
Alright, I think we can't even get through this anyway because of the sealed door, so let's go back. I think it even says to go back to McGrath or whatever. Yeah, we got, or McGrath. Go back to, go back to Dugan, so let's do that. So, alright, I don't think anything major happens between us and getting back to Dugan, so I'm just gonna cut to when I get back to Dunby and Dugan back at the tavern, so I'll see you when I get back there. Alright, we're back at the Aiken Drum, so let's talk to Dugan and see where we need to go from here. So see if we can understand this weird Scottish man.
You gotta help me here. I can't understand a bleeding word he's saying. Is this even McGrath?
What do you mean? Of course that's McGrath.
Ask him a question.
Hello there, old friend. How are you getting along with this young scamp?
Oh, well, Dugan, brother, saying no near this bonny lad, he'll be same for the not levies at some Dr. Leicester.
Ah, he's speaking in a rare Scottish tongue. I forgot that most people these days don't know it. Fortunately, I do.
What's he on about?
So far, just that he's grateful for being rescued from the monster that some idiot released. But I'll get more information. Tell me more, what happened?
Here's Gordon. The undead rose of the grain and took my castle. I flew all into the town and heel screecher. Oh, take them behind the axe.
Ominous indeed.
There you muck around until you'll be taken out of our castle. You can retrieve the shaddocks.
Oh, you'll like that.
What?
Which will he have to give?
I'm back to the ruins of my castle, and it's shown that enter. There's a trapdoor leading you into the dungeons, but I got the key.
Clever.
Come again?
I'm certain he'll help.
But it's to not get through those dungeons and it says, Princess, as I so well their champion, of course I wouldn't barely make it out of your key, right, girl?
I thought to say that myself for a blind bit, but I am pretty certain.
All right, that's it. That's it. What are you two on about?
Right, here's the deal. McGrath's going to take you to his castle. Well, the ruins of it at least.
Only if he buys me dinner first.
Where he'll open up a trapdoor that leads down into the dungeons.
What's inside?
The Shadow Axe. Like I told you before, he was holding it for you. He had to leave it in his dungeon when all the trouble started. I've instructed him to take you to it.
Now we're talking. What else?
Ah, just some undead warriors. Now, once you have the Shadow Axe, you'll journey south along the coast.
Wait a moment. Undead warriors? How many?
A few, a score.
Well, which is it? A few or a score? It's a big difference, you know.
A few score. And when they're all dead, you'll head south to the coast. The third tower is located on a small island just offshore. You should have no trouble securing passage to the tower. Right, I'm off. It's getting dangerous around here.
Well, anything to say?
I'll give my shaddocks that guy, can I?
Sorry I asked.
All right. Well, with that, but yeah, I that was one of the things new because I've actually heard Scottish, like old Scot tongues before, and I'm like, that sounded pretty like Scottish, like heavy Scottish to me. So, anyway, time to go back to the castle. Yeah, so we had to leave, come back here, and then we had to go back right where we were before. So, let's level up really quick before we do that. See, we're at. Oh no, it says I'm at 20, so I don't have to
Rhythm
update
allows
rhythm
the
anymore.
bard to
So,
play magical tunes with
I
greater
could update
skill,
Vitality
enhancing
one
the
more because we've gotten the
statistics
max
of
thing on
summoned
that.
creatures.
So I'll max out that. I'm gonna start doing
A
dexterity
high
just to use the bow
dexterity
properly.
allows the bard to inflict greater damage with ranged weapons.
Yeah, we'll do luck. Okay. Anyway, I'll meet you back at the ruins of his castle. So see you then. All right, we're back at the oh, all the zombies disappeared. Huh. Okay. Well, anyway, we're back at the thing. So let's unlock this tomb or whatever.
Yeah, the entertainer gang on and fix that shaddocks.
So this is the place you and Dugan were talking about. And all I have to do is wander down there in the darkness with God knows what trying to kill me and hope I stumble onto the Shadow Axe. great.
Meant a lot, sir. River hammers indeed on the shall senor.
Ah, sure. And, I give you the breach of me, the fair blink, you trissilic.
Ach, you crushy poofter.
Well, that was a bunch of interesting jargon. Oh, now the undead like reappear. Great. Let me go ahead and make a save just in case. Alright, let's go in. I have to summon the... Wait, oh, the gravestones have descriptions. Let me...
You are a jerk, a piece of work.
This mission you'll be blowing.
There's one thing about this castle again, you surely should be knowing.
That once inside your magic's gone, danger will be growing.
And if you meet the shadow axe, your blood it will be flowing.
You're knowing, it's growing, you're blowing.
Oh, you're a foolish one, someone who should be shunned. You bugger up this land so much, your work is never done. And when we see you coming, we'll turn our tails and run. You are the lad we love to hate, you are a foolish one. It's fun to run, you're done. You aren't brave, you aren't strong,
Or even that imposing.
you have no magic helmet.
Or kilt or lead or hosen.
If danger were to rear its head, your feet would sure be frozen.
Oh, sorry, wuss. But nevertheless, the sword who has been chosen, a frozen little hosen, imposing.
Oh, you're a foolish one, someone who should be shunned. You butter up this land so much, your work is never done. And when we see you coming, we'll turn our tails and run. You are the lad we love to hate, you are a foolish one. It's fun to run, we're done.
Where did those things keep coming from? They come from everywhere. They keep following me. And those were different voices. But anyway, yeah, they said that there's a magic... are the undead still out there? Probably are. I was going to read the tombstones, but... Okay, good.
The bard found an insignia and an epitaph commemorating a fallen Lord of the MacCrath clan. The epitaph read, Lord Fabian MacCrath. Our Lord was known for his angelic voice. Over hills and moors his song would carry. Not a subject could rejoice the day he ate a nightshade berry.
And he had a chicken as his tombstone cover. What do you want on your tombstone?
This epitaph read, Lord Fabian MacCrath. Our Lord was known for his angelic voice.
Oh, is
Over
he just
hills
repeating
and
himself?
moors his song would carry. Not a subject could rejoice the day he ate
Heard it
Oh.
already.
Well, is it the same for every...
an epitaph. It read, Lord Lochin MacCrath. Our Lord feared his wife more than he feared death, and with his butter knife took his last breath.
Ugh. This kind of reminds me of the gravestones you'd see in like certain RPG, like isometric RPGs, where they would put like either jokes or comments on the
An
gravestones. You know?
ominous marker presented itself to the bard. It read, Here lies the bard. May he rest in peace, no longer making life miserable for those around him.
Not funny.
Oh, maybe not to you. Oh, very well. The epitaph read, Lord Apono MacCrath. Our Lord who brought prosperity, his wisdom lent without brevity. His death brings tears from above, and with him dies all our love.
I do like when the narrator messes with the bard every
It was
once in a
obvious
while.
that the bard had a fascination with the dead. This epitaph read, Lord Merrimont MacCrath. Our Lord is left beneath this mound. We hope some happiness he has found. We know he lays without a sound. So says his mistress, who cut him down.
Ooh. Getting cut down by the mistress, huh? Surprised it wasn't the wife. Yeah, it looks like it's a moon there. So what's this one? I can't really quite tell what symbol that is.
The epitaph on the grave marker read, Lord Pershing McGrath, our Lord is remembered for his undying faith. He raised our family from lesser ranks. He humbly sought the best for all, and our benefits demand his thanks.
Thanks for all. Yeah, I'm not sure what that image is supposed to be. I know what the last one is. That's the skull and crossbones.
The epitaph on the grave marker read, Lord Border McGrath, our Lord was born in a darker time, where hope came on the edge of a blade. From his courage and bravery, our Lord died in the brighter days he had made.
Well, anyway, now we can go inside. Alright, looks like this dungeon's all set to have the bard. Ow. Not a good start. To fight these demons all by himself.
Once again, the bard felt his magical powers dampened by the shimmering lights.
Well, we could, dang it. There's undead in here. Nuts. Okay, so what I need to do is probably, I'll probably need to pull out the bow. Ow.
I'll put a spell on you.
Yeah, heal me once and then we'll... That's probably going to be the best way to fight these guys. Where are the other two weapon options, or are those not things? I could swore. Maybe I'm wrong in this case. Yeah, this is probably where bow use is probably going to be the most important. With the undead here, their thing is that they're not as bad as soon as they throw their heads, because they throw their heads and it poisons you. After that, they... I don't know if I'd say they move super slow, but I got hit by one of the heads. Looks like this one's pretty straightforward. Ow. Well, and of course he's in a one spot I can't get past, so I mean I could if I dragged him out a bit, but it looks like they're not it's not the fast. There's some that are, no matter what they do, they move at a reasonable speed or whatever. I'm just seeing if there's any treasures or anything like that. I don't think there. Ow. Okay, now we can resummon our companions, and now we got some strange gates. Oh yeah, there was this portal. Oh, they have the same symbols as the tombstones. Interesting. Lord Bowder's dungeon, huh? Uh-oh. Well, looks like we're gonna need to summon the companions back again or the summons. Oh, it's the ones that got summoned are the durable zombies. See, the crone keeps trying to like knock him off. Yeah, the fire summon should help here. Ugh. Yeah, poison's pretty nasty. Well, at least these guys' poison's pretty nasty. That's the real use. Because the damage just kind of starts piling up after a while. Oh yeah, there's probably need to use the trap finder here.
Somebody in need of healing.
Yep. Okay. Probably. I hate these guys. Well, they're not bad if you're by yourself, but if you're trying to keep your companions around, they get a bit annoying. So. Oh man. Okay. So I just gotta run through. Maybe I should just take the hits and have the crone and crone, trap finder, and elemental just so it can help me with fighting these guys. Since they hit a week or two of fire than electricity.
You got a problem, laddie? I smell a trap.
I'm trying to remember if there's any secret doors in this place. I don't think there is. I think most of the secret doors are in secret areas, like you have the areas that you have to get via going away from things like side quests and stuff like that.
I smell a trap.
I could be wrong, but I don't recall. But if it does, the explorer will find it for us. Smash that trap! Smash that trap finder! Yeah, I'll just take all the hits and hopefully I get healed by the crone. She is an upgraded crone, so she's crone 0. She's Alta crone, Mazinger crone, or Voltron crone. I don't know. Just gotta keep making it word until something reasonable pops up there.
Right over here.
Oh, what trap? Oh, looks like we got a couple of different doors we can go to. Too bad the Explorer can't get rid of those traps. Oh, looks like we got a choice to make. What choice will we make? Will we be able to survive the Crypt of the McRaes McGraths to get to the Shadow Axe and finally stop the undead? Or, stop to get to the next tower? Find out next time in the next episode of The Bard's Tale, Remastered and Resnarkled. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.